Okay. It's your boy Big Truck. You already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get deep into it. Conversation and reviews. Shout out to my girl, Dee Dee. She's doing amazing things. Go to the Queen's channel and show her some love. She has some things to say. I have some things to say. And then the spirit of the universe is gonna take us home. So grab your shoulder pads and your helmet and let's get this work. Hustle and motivate.
God damn, man, got the video on the goddamn. Fuck.
The women in this video, they're, talking about chivalry and things of that nature. And why is it basically that men are not the men that they used to be? Why are men not doing things to cater to women? And oftentimes we see videos of women asking this question, but they never ask the question of how they contributed to this outcome.
It's easy. It's simple. Men are learning. Men are paying attention. Men are saying, hell no. Men are taking a different approach like they've never taken before. And that's what's frustrating modern feminist women. Let's continue.
And it always goes back to accountability. And this is why I stick on these points, because I think women are acting as if they're delusional and that they don't realize the state of modern women and why men are responding to that. And it's almost as if modern women want men to just cater to their needs, no matter how independent they are, no matter how much they say they don't need you. They still want you to run behind them and chase them.
Let's say this, and I don't care if I sound angry, the angry black woman, whatever. But I was struggling to bring my TV, fit into my car. It was in a big box. It's a 55-inch. It could barely fit into this car. At first, this girl was helping me that worked at Best Buy where I got it from, but we couldn't get it in, and then she kind of left, and I said, I'm gonna try and figure it out on my own. I'm sitting out here struggling to get this in my car. Men are walking back and forth. No one is trying to help me. It took an older man to come and see me struggling. He came out, he had a knife. He came out and helped me take the TV out of the box and put it in my backseat. And then he took the box, put it in his truck, and was going to go dump it elsewhere because there's no dumpster nearby. They don't make real men anymore. I'm sorry.
They do make real men. It's just that when you look at how a large number of women treat a large number of men are like, fuck you, do it yourself. And you have some men out there that are helpful. But again, you're strong, you're independent, you don't need no man. You can do it by yourself. All right, how that shit work for you?
Sorry, and not all men, because there are good men out there, but it's such a rare thing. It took an older man to do that. He had to have been 70, 80 years old, and it took him, not all these young, fit guys, it took him. We gotta go back to the drawing board, because it's just crazy how much, as a woman, you don't see men holding doors anymore. They don't help anymore. They rush and sit down on trains and buses before women and pregnant women.
Let me clarify some things. Our elders, men are giving up the seat for them. Women that are pregnant, men are giving up the seat for them. Open up the doors for our elders, men are doing that. Some women don't deserve to get treatment. I hate to say it, but it's true. Not all men, not all women, but you will know who to give treatment to and who not to give treatment to. It's almost like you'll know who to speak to and know who not to speak to. You can't sit up here and throw shade on men. Men need to go back to doing this. If that's the case, women need to go back to doing this. It's a two-edged sword.
If you're going to go back to the drawing board, okay, you got to understand that it's going to go back to the drawing board all the way around. And I don't think women want that. See, when women say, oh, we got to go back to the drawing board, that means y'all going to have to go back to being feminine, submissive women. Y'all going to have to stop being these independent boss chicks and talking about you don't need a man. You're going to have to go back to the traditional ways of the world where women were more feminine and submissive to the men, and the men were the men and the women were the women, where there were roles, where you had, there were roles for you as the woman, where you would normally, if you want to go back to the drawing board, remember that it's going to affect you as well.
A large number of women, mainly modern women, mainly black women, are writing checks that they ask can't cash. So if you want to take it back, yeah, let's take it back. That goes for y'all too. Men don't have a problem with taking it back, but a large number of women do. And to break it down to a lower dynamic, modern women.
And I think, once again, women don't really want to go back to the drawing board as it relates to their responsibilities and their duties, because they somehow, as educated as they are, don't realize how you have a part to play as just as the men do. And what the men are doing is a response to what women fought for. If you want to be mad about anything, you should be mad about the feminist movement. The women who push this narrative and are still trying to push this narrative that women don't need men.
In about 4 seconds, a teacher will begin to speak. I think very deeply.
Feminism was meant for white women. When black women came in, okay, and started following that feminism movement, they went and took it somewhere where it didn't need to go. And the end result causing division between woman and man, black woman and man. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I want a man, but I don't need one. As long as you keep that same mindset, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to be struggling. You're going to be between a pimp and a hard place. You don't ever hear no man saying, I want a woman, but I don't need one. A man will tell you, I need a woman. This is the type of woman I need versus the type of woman I don't need. And that should be a large number of you women's mindset. This is the type of man you need versus the type of man that you don't need.
Y'all gotta understand what's happening for real, and not just look at it from a one-sided point of view. You gotta understand that as women fought to be able to open the doors by themselves, to not need a man. Will tell a man, I don't need you for this. I can do it on my own. So now that we are in this position now where women can do it on their own, you got your own bank accounts, you make your own money, you got your own apartment, you got your own car, you got your own this, and you're happy about that part of it. That's the part that benefits you. But the part that doesn't benefit you is the part that a lot of women are complaining about. And you can't have it your way. If you fall for something, you got to accept the whole entire picture.
Wouldn't it be more realistic and wouldn't it make more sense? A woman having all those things, being independent, have her own job, have her own this and own that. Wouldn't it be smart and realistic to say, now that a woman has that and she meets a man that has that and together they join forces? Together, they build kingdoms. Together, they build a legacy. Together, they build a future. Wouldn't it be smart to say that? They love each other. They respect each other. They treat each other right. She lets him lead. She stands beside him. Not in front of him, not in back of him, beside him. They communicate. He was trained how to be a wife, especially if he's trained and taught how to be a husband. Everybody wins.
You got to accept everything that comes with that. And unfortunately for these independent women, this is the consequences or the downside of femininity, of this feminist movement, of wanting to do it all by yourself. And you don't need a man. Well, you don't need a man for your, to pay your rent and buy you a car and all this, but you also don't need a man to pick up heavy boxes. You don't need a man to put your things together. You don't need a man to do all the other strenuous things that men would normally do for ladies.
Do that shit for your damn self. Have at it. Pay your own damn bills. If something goes wrong that needs fixing in your home, you fix that shit. You change the light bulb. You move the furniture. If you got rats in your basement, you handle that. If you got a roach problem or ant problem, you handle that. If you have issues with your vehicle, tire need to be changed, oil need to be changed, need to get a tune-up, you do that shit. Have at it. Stop crying and complaining and fucking begging.
Women who understood that they needed a man. Now men are moving past that because they don't want to approach you, trying to help you. And then what y'all do? Y'all start calling them creeps. Oh my God, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So you can't have it both ways. Y'all gotta pick a side. You can't have it both ways. You can't claim you're independent, you don't need a man, but then get mad when a man is not helping you.
Do men not hold doors for women anymore? Is chivalry over? Because every single
Men don't hold doors for women that are disrespectful, that are rude, that don't know how to say thank you, that have an attitude.
I walk behind a man who is about to open a door. They walk themselves in and let the door hit me. So I just want to know, is chivalry dead? Like,
Hell yeah. I do that out here. Hell yeah. Chivalry ain't dead. Open up the door by your damn self. But if a woman smiles and says thank you, has a good attitude, that's a different story. I'll open up the door for her every day, all day. No, men are being careful. So chivalry, is chivalry really dead? Yes, women killed it.
not doing the thing where we open the door for the person behind us, like women included, because women can open the door for women and hold the door. We just like manners, like courtesy, like I don't know what is happening to our society. Why do we no longer care about these little things?
I don't know. Maybe if we took that same DNA effect and we flip it on women, what's wrong, ladies? Let's throw it back at you. How come it's hard for a woman to say thank you when a man does something nice for her? Like opening up a door, helping with your boxes or something. Why are you gangbanging on reality? Why are you masculine, mean mugging? What the fuck?
But I'm the only one who is having doors hit me on the way in.
So I'm shopping in ShopRite, and I'm at the cold counter, and I thought my number was called, but it wasn't. So this dude, this kind I'm in here, goes, I was first. Said, go ahead. Chivalry is dead.
I mean, you got some breasts on you. You sound boring. You sound like one of them zombies. You sound masculine. I can tell you kind of from the East Coast, relative is New York or Philly. Okay, I want to see what you have to say.
So maybe I shouldn't have posted this because I'm getting some comments. Not a lot, but a few. It's just called common courtesy, man. I was ordering one thing and he just like, no, I was first. What the if that happened to me and somebody had one thing, I'd let them go.
But that's you. That's you. That man was there first. In all honesty, your ass was out of order. You basically cut him to place your order. That's rude. I guarantee you, if the shoe was on the other foot, you would have a problem with it. You would say something. See? It's okay for a woman to do, but turn around and let a man do. Now, when a man does do, you got a problem with it. Go outside and kick them damn rocks, Habib.
I'm afraid chivalry is actually going to die with the generation above us, because I was just at a restaurant depot and these two old men were parked next to me about to unload their car, and they were just too old to be able to help me in the loading my car way because the box is really heavy, and at this point I'm physically probably stronger than them just because they're at that point in age. But they realized they couldn't do anything to help me in that way, so you know what they did? They walked my cart back to the building so I didn't have to do it. They're like, oh, like, I'm trying to help you out, like, there you go. And then they just go about their day and say, have a great day. I'm like, have a great day. And those old men were so sweet. And I don't remember the last time a guy in our generation did something nice for me and didn't go, so what do I get now? What do I get out of this? Like, there's never just chivalry just because it makes you feel like a man because you're helping somebody out. Like, I help people out as much as I can. I hold every single door I hold.
But the thing about it, they don't have to feel like a man. They are men. See, women got to do stuff for a feeling. Men don't operate like that. They don't.
No, if a man want to do something, he's going to do it. Okay? Men don't operate in their feelings and their emotions like a large number of women do. If a man want to do something, that's his choice. He ain't got to do shit. Don't mean to get raw with it, but I'd rather be truthful and straightforward with you than lie to you and cap for the gram.
They don't need to do something for you to feel like what they are already innately are. And once again, what women don't realize is men are responding to what y'all asked for. Y'all asked for this independent movement where you don't need a man and you don't want to feel like you're helpless. So you're not helpless. And they realize it now. They get it. They get the memo. They realize y'all don't need us. So they're not trying to help.
Nah, they not. The fuck we here for? Why you mad and complaining? This is what you said. You forgot what you said? You forgot what you told yourself and others out of your suggestion? You asking for a large number of men to change, but y'all asses ain't gonna change. Y'all need to make the change too.
The feminist movement, and when women were saying they didn't need a man, men would do. This is where chivalry existed, because they would help ladies who were struggling or help people and these and that. What changed it is the fact that women said they didn't want it anymore. But just like a woman, we go back and forth. 1 minute you want something, then you don't want it. When it's not working out for you, you don't feel good about it. Now you want something else. And men don't operate like that. When they make a decision, you tell them what you want, they go according to what you want and nothing else. Every time I see women crying about this, why don't you never question the feminists who put this in place and why did they do this? And
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it riff for a little bit. Then I'm gonna get my final thought.
And maybe try to do things to revert this, because once y'all said y'all don't need a man, y'all can do it by yourself, then that's what the men responded. That's it.
Now, my whole take is this. Go back to where feminism first started. Who was it geared to mostly? And you will discover that it was geared mostly towards white women in the white households. And you also discover and see how black women begin to follow that movement. Why is it that a large number of black women follow something and then get mad when the shit backfires? You need to be careful of what movement you follow. Take that with you and go be great. It's your boy Big Truck. Shout out to my girl Dee. Go to her channel, show her some love. Go to my channel, show me some love. I'm trying to hit 100,000. Stop playing with your boy. Let's get it.